talk to me a little bit about retention, because I think that can often get lost in the world of marketing, where everything is about growth, top end growth, and
Yeah.
revenue growth. And my favorite are the businesses that are like, "Hey, we hit 7 figures annual revenue, woohoo!" and their burn rate's like 1.2, and they're two
Right.
months away from running out of cash. So
Right.
the numbers that we can celebrate don't always paint the whole picture. But what were the things that you did beyond just caring about your customers to really try and help with retention, whether that's
Yeah.
support or being really responsive on the product side? Like what are some of the things that you really focused in on and said, wow, these are the make or break things for us in driving retention and really increasing that LTV to allow
Yeah.
you to spend more to acquire new customers?
Yeah. 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 I think the customer care part goes a long way. And I'll maybe two parts of how that played out is we really tried to onboard you well, right? And knowing a lot more today than we did then, like really we just wanted to help. We wanted to get you on that Google Hangout call. We wanted it, beyond maybe the sales moment. We wanted to do the training. Let's answer your questions. Let me walk you through the tool. Our original product didn't take you long to get used to, but if I could spend 15 minutes with you and get you really ramped up and having all your questions answered and knowing how to use the tool. So the kind of early training and then helping you launch to your church, like giving you resources. We would make graphics and videos and email messages and content that would help you go communicate it to your church. We would prepackage it all and give it to you so that we could make it easier for you to go launch this new product into your church. So we spent a lot of time doing that. And some of it was terrible, but we were giving you resources to try to help it make it easier for you to launch into your church now that you have this new product. So we wanted to onboard, train you well, give you resources, and then we just put a lot into support. We wanted support to, like we've sort of prided ourselves on having like phone support, like you can talk to a human, like
It's a lost
a
art
lot of
form nowadays.
yeah, a lot of tech companies talking to a human. Now we've had to evolve how we do that over time because it costs a lot of money to hire and keep people answering phones and all that kind of stuff. So we still have that capability and we've had to evolve how we do it. But I think caring for our customers and that, okay, let me help train you. Let me help onboard you. Let me give you resources. Let me let you know you can call me to get help. Like all that kind of stuff massively helps with retention, and maybe isn't super scalable, but some of it is. Like if I can do training better with some pre-done videos now, and if I can give you these resources and make it get it to you easily from the beginning, and so you have access to those, and I can kind of automate a bunch of things that maybe we were doing manually before. Getting on the phone with somebody, well, I can have you schedule a call versus just calling straight in. Like I can have, I can schedule it and make sure I have people staffed at the certain times where I have more of my call. Like I can do a lot of stuff to scale, but still have that kind of, built in like customer centric, customer care kind of approach to it.
Yeah, and I think a mistake that I see a lot of entrepreneurs make and business owners make, especially if they are more of the kind of visionary mindset of like, we're going to go take that mountain over there, is running everything through the filter of does it scale? And if the answer is no, immediately rejecting it. Like, well, that's not an idea that will serve us in 3 years, so why are we doing it now? But I think that's where the differentiation
We didn't even
happens.
think 3 years ahead,
Yeah.
so we didn't run into that problem.
Well, a 3-year business plan now is like, okay, well, how many crazy things can happen in the next 3 years? Have another global pandemic, a couple of world wars, like who knows what's going to happen?
Right.
3 years is an eternity. But I think I'm certain that was a key to you being able to grow Tidely to what it is now is having those unscalable moments where it's like
Yeah.
we are going to maintain a human connection and interaction with our customers, period. And that's just a part of the DNA of the company, no matter how big you get or no matter how big the team is. And then finding creative ways to leverage that time better without replacing it with, well, we're just going to outsource this to a call center, or we're going to replace it with an FAQ page. Like, so
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, we have lots of FAQ pages now,
right.
and we try to use those. But Lane, that's part of growing up.
Yeah.
But to your point, those didn't replace and get rid of the human touch. They just hopefully make it better. Like sometimes people want to self-serve. They don't want to talk to a human. They want to read it and they want to keep it for later. And they'd rather a video where they can take their own time and watch through it. So people kind of you just get all kinds of people and you just support them in the ways that make sense for them. But some people still want to get on the phone or get on a Zoom and show them.
Well, hey there. I hope you enjoyed that clip from the Honest Marketing Podcast. If you want to watch the entire episode, you can click right here and watch it right now. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you get new videos every single week.